Good morning and happy new year everyone. So it's Kiwandar here. Kiwandar phone repairs and accessories to co-located Kisumu Bus Park. So today we are having Neon Ray Pro. The SIM slot is damaged and we want to change it. So there are some situations like here where the SIM slot or the whatever you want to make is situated directly opposite the some ICs like these ones. You know these ones, if you hit downwards, for example on this board, this is a board that is having this seal. With this seal you can't hit it until this is removed. So mostly we normally here we want to use, you can either removing it, you will use the Otea machine, the SMDiri workstation, but in replacing it you can either use the Otea or use the gun, soldering gun. So today I want us to check on how we can replace it without hitting it downwards. So without wasting too much time, let's continue. Let's check on how it's done. So I'll power on my SMDiri workstation. My heat is at 330 while air is at 4.5. so I'll use the paste. I'll use the paste for effective heating. I'll apply my soldering paste. So when I'm still doing it, sijui wewe huwa unatoa aje na unaweka aje, niambie hapo mimi pia nisikie. So let's continue. I'll remove it and see if I said my heat is at 330, air is at 4.5. so I want to remove it. I'll hit and make sure it's removed. Okay, I think when I place it that way, the heating so in a situation where the top has been removed, you can still use the gun. You can still use the gun keenly to remove it. Yes, my gun, I'll just hit there. I think I'll remove the light because it's not making things work for us. So I'll remove the light so that you see what we are doing keenly. I'll remove the light. Okay, I think that way you'll see what we are making keenly. So I said after hitting it, you can use the soldering gun to remove it. I'll apply excess heat, solder, and remove it totally. Excess solder and remove it totally. Okay, so if you check, here is what we want to work on. You see, it is removed clearly and thoroughly. So I don't know what you prefer when it is in this situation. Do you normally replace it with a gun or the Otea? If you decide to use the Otea, let's apply the solder. Let's apply the solder so that the surface is clean and the ICs are not interfered with. Let's apply the solder keenly. Let's work on the support. We are working on the support. Working on the support keenly. So this is what we want to replace. This is what we want to replace. So if you decide to use the gun, you'll just place it, then align these places, then increase the support. But if you decide to use the hot air, so you will use a lower heat. On hot air you will use a lower heat. So the lower heat will not, you say this one is plastic. So if you hit it, it might be damaged. So if you want it better, you just have to check on it, place it and hit it tenderly. I'll use the gun on that. I'll use the gun over that. I'll check and see. So the tips are, here is how it will be. So you can just decide to hit it tenderly, like the way I'll be hitting it. I'll be hitting it tenderly. But you can also decide if it is that way, you can just use the gun. Because if you check here, the tips are ever clean. The tips are already clean. Tips are already clean. There's this one that is a bit covered, but the tips are already clean. So what I'll just have to do is I'll place it this way. I'll place it that way, and then I'll hit it tenderly. I'll just make sure it is heated tenderly so that the plastic does not melt. I'll hit as I press, so the contact on the thing should be okay. You just hit it tenderly. After hitting it tenderly, so when it is this way, as you can see, the contact is okay, it is attached, it will work. So you can either test with a multimeter or just use a line, it is okay. But wherever you get it is not attached, you'll just come with a gun and align the edges totally. So that's how to fix the damaged Neon Ray Pro or any other line slot that is damaged, or anything that is damaged but is above the ICs. You see, our ICs are still intact, no damages, no heating, and the thing is okay. Thanks for watching.